Hey guys, Western Mine Detective here, coming at you with another mine exploring video. So here's looking down an almost 600-foot incline shaft. Just to the left there's a ladder. You can see it keep going. Right here we got a cable, and there's actually a hoist house right behind me. And right there we got a roller. There's quite a bit of debris right here, and I'm here with my buddy Austin.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Alright, I'm ready to head down there. So we went down about 5 feet or so, and we got this chute gate right in front of me. And we got some pretty extensive timbering right above me. And then there's looking down the incline shaft. Alright guys, so there's a look. A couple 100 feet down the incline shaft, can't even see the end. I see a chute right in the middle. We got this rail right here. And there's looking up towards the top. Alright guys, so here's a closer look at this chute gate. It's pretty rare to see these intact. Even got the chain on it still. So here's a look at the vein. You can see how green it is right there. Really colorful. Alright guys, so there's looking up about probably 100 feet to the top of the incline shaft. And just to the right, looks like there's a stoped out section right here with a bunch of stoles. So I'll go check that out. Alright guys, so there's looking back where I just came from, looking at the retaining wall that goes to the incline shaft. And here's a look at all these stoles. It's a pretty big stope. I'll be headed off this way. Alright. So I see what looks like another retaining wall right here. That's pretty interesting. Looks like it keeps continuing off that way. So that's where I just crawled up, and we're still in this pretty stoped out section of the mine. Looks like it keeps continuing off that way. And right over here on the rib of the mine, looks like we got some calcite. It's pretty shiny. We're gonna see what's off this way. Quite a bit of rock fall up in here. There's a little pocket. Looks like a squeeze. And then there's looking way up. Alright, so I'm back to the main incline shaft, and right here looks like we got a timber that says voltage. So they definitely had electricity in this mine. I did see a couple insulators on some timbers up there. This looks like some backfilled or possibly collapsed section. Alright guys, so I'm finally on the first definitive level. I believe this is the 150-foot level. There's a look at the incline shaft. And right here we got a muck sheet, which is used to capture the dirt and rock when they detonated the dynamite. So that's pretty cool. Oh! Talking about dynamite, look at that. That's a dynamite stick. And it's sweating the nitroglycerin. Man, that's pretty scary. Hopefully there's not more over here. I gotta be careful where I step. That's the first stick of dynamite that I've come across. Oh, and right here, that's pretty cool. That is a tobacco tin. It says United States Tobacco Company, based out of Chicago. Looks like you got one of those stamps. And right there it says high grade tobacco. That's a pretty cool find right there. There's another piece of it right here. Copenhagen snuff. That was probably off of another tin. Cool finds right there. There's an ore chute right there. And this drift keeps going on. Looks like we got some pneumatic drill pipe on the floor. And right here, this looks like some ventilation pipe coming up from the higher levels. So looks like water seeps into this level from all this cracked ground. Oh, that's pretty cool. Check this out. That's a cover off of a tin. It says Copenhagen Snuff. Here's another tin. I think that's a blasting cap tin. There's some dynamite paper. Lots of stuff. Ooh, and we got some rail right up ahead. Get a piece off of the dynamite box. It says Hercules Powder Company, based out of Wilmington, Delaware. There's an ore chute right here. But yeah, let's follow this rail. Should be pretty interesting. Got a bit of gobbing on the left. And looks like this is a filled-in section. So here's a pretty cool piece of siding off of a dynamite box. It says this side up, and on that top left corner it says the Giant Powder Company, based out of Giant, California. So we're still at this backfilled section. Looks like all this silt came up from the top. Alright guys, so there's that big pile of silt that came in from the upper levels. And it made a really cool find right here. Check out that wheelbarrow. It's missing the wheel, but that is one sick find. I don't think I've ever found one inside of mine. Yeah, it's a heavy duty one. So cool. And then I seen right on the floor, looks like we got a Lucky brand cigarettes. A blend of the finest Turkish and domestic tobacco. Yum. Alright, let's continue on. Just to the right, we got an ore chute. Looks like there's some paper right here. It's even got writing. Oh, this is accounting. It says accounts payable. Whoa. It's got numbers all over it. They're doing math on here. Amount, account number. Leave that thing right there. Let's continue on. We're still following the rail. And looks like keeps heading on that way. Alright, so looks like all this dirt and silt right here came tumbling down from that upper passage. And it splintered all that wood. But the drift keeps continuing off that way. Yeah, so this is a pretty sketchy portion of the mine. That's what I just went through. And then I seen right over here, this is a pretty unique looking piece off a dynamite box. It says high explosives dangerous, this side up, Giant Company. Yeah, that's really cool. And then there's even this piece of newspaper right here. Oh yeah, there's even a date. Let's see what that says. Looks like it says Tuesday, June 13th, 1933. Wow. And Right here it says private dancing lessons. So I guess this is the ad portion of the newspaper. Pretty big chunk of it. There's some more pieces all over here. There's one with the lady on it. And yeah, this is starting to look a bit too sketchy for my liking. Alright guys, so I made it down to the 200-foot level, and there's looking down the left-hand junction. It seems that the left-hand side is way more susceptible to collapse. It's collapsed within about 20 or 30 feet. And here's a cool look at this cable. It made these two grooves in the wood right there. And then there's looking way up. I'm about 200 feet into this incline shaft so far. So let's head off to the right. There's a look at the rail right above the incline shaft. That's a really cool sight right there. There's a Union Carbide Union Carbide can right here. That's cool. It's still got the paint on it. Looks like we got a couple pieces off dynamite boxes, oil can. And let's head off this way. Ooh, look at that little baby chute. That is really cool. Dang. That's not plugged up or anything. Goes up probably 20 feet. There's a side shot of it. I've never seen a chute like that. That's a really interesting one. Alright, so let's keep heading down. As you can see, we got this retaining wall keeping all that rock back. There's another ore chute. And there's another one right there. Quite a bit of ore chutes on this level already. What is that, 3 so far? Looks like we got some miner's graffiti on that one. It says ore H+N. That's interesting. There's another oil can. Looks like the top of a carbide can. That's a pretty wide chute right there. It's all plugged up. Ooh, nice. And we got some miner's graffiti right here. That says Ted Lenz, 1936. Jack Cotter, September 11th, 1936. Cotter Lenz. That says September 25th, 1934. Homer Temples Dexter. That's an interesting name. That's a pretty cool panel right there. Whoa, what is that? Oh my god, that's a devil. Look at that, you got the tail and everything. That is freaky. What the hell? Alright, well. Found the devil in this mine. Alright, there's another ore chute. Oh, and that's pretty cool. You see all those carbide dots right there? They're tracking the loads of ore that came out of these 2 ore chutes. Oh, there's some more on this timber right here. Looks like 20, 30 of them. Alright. Yeah, this is a pretty interesting level so far. Lots of ore chutes. Quite a bit of miner's graffiti. There's a partially collapsed ore chute. There's a huge couple of rocks in there. Whoa, look at that. That's not supporting anything, really. There's a lot more dots right here. Ooh, there's even another drift heading off that way. I'll hit that up if I have time, but I'll continue on this way. Alright guys, so I found some more miner's graffiti. Looks like it says Honey 1899. That's pretty interesting because this mine was actually started, I believe, in the very late 1800s, around 1896 or so. I don't totally know if that's for real or not. And then right below that says BS. Some more right over there. We will continue on. So here's a little history on this mine. It was started in 1896, and in the period between 1896 and 1923, they removed approximately $400,000 or $500,000 worth of gold, and that was in terms of back then. So that was a lot of money. That's millions today. That looks like 1941 right there. Got some more miners graffiti. Ooh, that's interesting. Cherry Creek, Nevada. Paul Weber. Looks like that says DES 1941. Yeah. Quite interesting so far. Still following rail. There's looking up a raise. Yet another ore chute. And lots of splintered wood up in here. Looks like we got miner's graffiti on that ore chute. Looks like 1920 something. And then looks like we got a winds right here. So I'll step on that board. Oh, there's a very interesting ore chute. That's a really steep one. And it's really roomy up in this section. And yet another panel. Ooh, look at that. That's a face right there. Looks like it says Lee Whiskey White. That's very cool. Probably from the 1930s. Yeah, there's a year right there, 37. Very, very cool. Whoa, that scared me. I hit that with my shoulder. I thought someone touched me or something. Couple more ore chutes. Yeah, this is a pretty extensive level. We got some cool artifacts right here. What does that say? Steam distilled wood turpentine. Yeah, turpentine, that's not good for you. Might be some stuff still in there. Lots of stuff strewn about all over here. Lots of dynamite paper. There's a ladder right here. That just leads up into that stope. Oh, cool. Check this out. There's a newspaper. Oh yeah, it has a year. September 30th, 1933. The other newspaper was from 1933, so that's pretty interesting. Looks like it's from the Los Angeles Examiner. Looks like a baseball player on there, huh? That guy looks like a gangster. Tom Lieb. Oh, they're talking about football. Wow, that's some cool stuff right there. Ooh, and then right here, that is a huge ore chute. It looks like it's even doubled as a classifier. It's got this screen on it. I've never seen an ore chute with that. Gates up there, and it's all plugged up. Alright, made it to this pretty straight shot section. I'm gonna be doing a speed run. I really want to get down to 300, even 400 level before it gets dark. Looks like we got a drawing of something right there. Oh, now that is really cool. Look at that. They drew a Ford Motor Company logo. There's a name. Something Valencia. What is that? Jordan or? Huh. Gerdulo Valencia 1937. Alright, finally, faces right here. Alright guys, I just made this really cool find. So this is a Giant Powder Company explosives instructions, how to set the blasting cap and such. That is a very cool find. Alright guys, so this is probably one of the oldest finds I made so far. This is a piece off a dynamite box, and it has a date. July 19th, 1915. Oh man, that's a shame that's broken, but that's a 1920s, 1930s whiskey bottle. Looks like it would have held half a pint. Right there it says contents 12 ounces of fluid. There's the bottom. Alright guys, we're back to the main incline shaft. And there's looking down. I think I can see the 300-foot level. Looks like there's a trap door. I'm probably 60 or 70 feet above it. Something off that way too. So just like the last two levels I explored, looks like this left-hand junction on the 300 level is pretty collapsed, so I don't want to go down there. And right in front of me, we got this false floor running over this incline shaft, and the rails going in both directions. And here's a look at the trap door that goes over this manway. Pretty dang cool. And we got quite a bit of artifacts over here. We got a broom. No clue why I would have a broom in a mine. Piece of drill steel. That dates to the 1920s or so. One of my favorites. Prince Albert tobacco tins. Crimp cut. And that's in really good condition. Looks like a giant gelatin powder box. Diet Pepsi. Right here, we got an RC Cola advertisement. And this is probably the coolest thing here. That's a Divine. I'm not sure what it would have been in here, actually. Huh. I'll have to do some research on that. If you guys know what was in there, please comment. I'm guessing vegetables. It says grower and shipper. Alright, and this is really cool because the track splits. I'll go down the main. Maybe I'll check that right-hand junction later. Alright, so there's looking back where I just came from. So there's another left-hand junction right here. I'll check that out later. Let's keep heading down the main one. Looks like this is a number 5 ore chute right here. Ooh, and right here we got a whole bunch of dynamite boxes. Looks like here's some instructions for the blasting caps. That says number 6 right there. There's another piece of siding. High explosives, dangerous. Got some gobbing off to the left. A little pocket off to the right. Ooh, what is that? Oh, that's an old bottle. Man, I wish stuff like this would be whole. Not sure. Looks like it says Hires Company. This is a root beer. This is a Hires root beer. Wow. 12 liquid ounces. Patent number, was that 99839? Yeah, it's a root beer bottle from probably the 20s or the 30s. God, I wish that was whole. That would be such a cool find. There's an ore chute with some graffiti on it. B plus HF ore. Wonder what that means. Looking up the ore chute to the higher levels. Man, this is a windy one, isn't it? Just keeps on going. Alright, so I'm just gonna show the cool stuff. I found this, looks like 19 teens mason jar lid. These blue ones, they're pretty collectible. Gonna keep heading off this way. There's a right-hand junction with a whole bunch of gobbing on both sides. I'll go check this out real quick. Alright, here, this looks like a collapsed ore chute. Yeah, that's definitely a collapsed ore chute. This thing just fell. Oh, I think I see a shovel. Oh, 2 shovels. Score. Awesome, look at that. Man, too bad that's broken. What does that say? This number, 4WLX, February 1933, PC Ben. And as you can see, it's got these rivets. So this thing probably dates back to the 1920s. And we got yet another shovel right here. Doesn't have the whole handle, but it's got the whole bottom. That's definitely an older style with that triangle. Yeah, this one also got rivets in it. And then we got this piece right there. This looks like the end off of a drill. Probably water or compressed air came out of that end. See that hole right there? And the gobbing here looks just amazing on both sides. Alright, so continuing on the main level, I seen this little demon guy with a pitchfork. I guess the people here have a real infatuation with demons or Satan, I don't know. Kind of creepy. There's a collapsed portion right there. And I really want to check out the next lower level, so... Oh my god. That looks like limonite. Look at that vein right there. There's all types of stuff in there. I bet there's gold, probably copper, zinc, lead. And then right here you could see this is the foot wall. You got the hanging wall, and there's a vein. Wow. Alright guys, so I believe this to be the 350 level. This will be the last level that I'll explore because I'm running out of time. And right here we got 2 shovels just leaning against a rib of the mine. There's a brand on there. It says JC Burge. It's got rivets in it. This one's got a different bottom design. It's more squared off. That's very cool. And then there's a couple more modern artifacts, but still worth noting. Right, we got a Maxwell House coffee, and looks like a Folgers coffee. Both of these probably date to the 1960s or 1970s. Here's looking back at the incline shaft, and we'll be headed down this right-hand junction. Hopefully there's some cool stuff. So this is the first fuse spool we've seen. Got a cool kind of star design on it. Don't think I've seen one like that. That's a good sign. Right down here, we got the top off of carbide can. It says miner's lamp carbide. Nice colors on it. There's another one right there. Got an ore chute. See another one up ahead. Picked up the rail again. Wow, quite a bit of graffiti on this chute. Oh, there's a nice piece of Hercules dynamite box. Look at that. That's in great condition. Dang, look at that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ore chutes in a row. I don't think I've seen that before. Ooh, and right here, that's a beautiful DuPont piece of siding. Wow. Manufactured by DuPont de Nemours and Company. Looks like Washington State. High explosives dangerous this side up. I love this font. That's really cool. Looks like there's a big stope down here. Got a pretty big retaining wall up here. Looks like we got a drift that heads off to the right. No railing, nothing. And splitting the tracks here. There's looking off to the right. I'll keep heading off this way. Alright, so I headed down this drift about another 200 feet or so, and there's a rail going off to the left, and there's yet another shovel. I should call this the shovel mine. How many is that so far? 4, 5? Another riveted one. I love the design of these. Really heavy duty. and we'll keep continuing this way. Looks like there's 2 blasting cap tins right here. Lots of rock fall up in this section. Check out this amazing miner's graffiti. I think that's a horse right there. It's supposed to be. There's a mule and a name, Jack Bennett. Alright, for all intents and purposes, this is the end of the 350 level. I'll be headed back to the main incline and heading up. Alright guys, so there's a shot looking up the incline shaft. It's more than 300 feet to the top and you can't even see the light from here. So I got quite a ways to climb. That was one amazing explore. I was not expecting all those artifacts. The miner's graffiti was really awesome. A whole bunch of shovels, other miscellaneous stuff. So that was really all around fun explore. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.